Last year, the Clark County Commission on Aging updated the 2012 Aging Readiness Plan. This long-range document assesses the county's readiness to serve a growing number of older residents. Chapters to the plan include public engagement, healthy communities, housing, mobility, civic involvement, and with the 2023 update, a new chapter was added, emergency preparedness.
We had just come out of the COVID pandemic, and so many of the community services that seniors depend on, like Meals on Wheels and so forth, were interrupted because of the isolation requirements. We looked at not only emergency preparedness, but what are the impacts on seniors in particular.
The Commission on Aging's 2024 focus will be on emergency preparedness.
This first meeting in January, we had a weather event. Snowstorm made moving around a little risky. So we had to do a virtual meeting, but this weather event kind of illustrated what can happen when something impacts people being able to move around, like in terms of mobility or interrupting services that they depend on.
If I can get through the first 10 minutes, then I can get through the first hour.
The Clark Regional Emergency Services Agency, or CRESA, will be giving presentations throughout the year to the Commission on Aging on how to be prepared in the event of emergency.
So as the emergency management agency that serves Clark County and the 7 cities, we work to help their communities become more disaster resilient and emergency prepared. We introduced a way to break disaster preparedness and building a kit into manageable chunks of time and manageable tasks.
In the event of a disaster, people might be on their own for several days to possibly even weeks. Many of the items for building an emergency kit can be found at home and are usually more useful and less expensive than purchasing prepackaged emergency preparedness kits.
The only things that should go in your emergency kit are things that you have tried, tasted, worn, eaten, know they work, have worked with them, and know what you've got. Because surprises, this is not the time for them.
To help spread the word of the Commission on Aging studying of emergency preparedness, the City of Vancouver has promoted the agenda in newsletters.
Older adults rely more on support systems. We have to anticipate service disruptions. So what we like to do is make sure that we're trying to focus with the older community on steps they can take to best prepare with the severe weather events that are becoming more common. So that's severe cold, extreme heat, and wildfire smoke.
Other upcoming emergency preparedness topics for the Commission this year will include creating a plan, knowing your neighborhood, and subscribing to alerts and warnings.
When we talk about resiliency, preparation to be able to deal with these events with a minimum amount of interruption, but also a high level of confidence that you've thought about it, you've planned for it, and so any challenges that you might face, you're pretty much prepared to handle those.
For more information on the Commission on Aging, visit the county's website at clark.wa.gov/aging. To watch live meetings or past meetings by the Commission, visit CVTV's website at cvtv.org. And for more information on emergency preparedness, visit CRESA's website at cresa911.org.